Thus far, we have focused on designing for a particular device, whether it be an iPhone or an Android, but mostly we've focused on a phone or maybe a tablet. Now we want to begin to look at how do we design our interface to look good on multiple platforms and multiple types of devices. So we have two key XAML extensions that we can use to customize or contextualize our user interface. One is called OnPlatform. The OnPlatform allows us to specify different values for different platforms. You can see here that I have a tag of OnPlatform. I gave it a key called MyPlatformColor and a type argument of color. And then there are some tags within the OnPlatform. I can say on, notice there's a space here, platform equals Android. And for the Android, I'm going to set the color to sea green. But in the next line for iOS, I set the value to light pink. And for Mac Catalyst, I set it to lavender. And then for WinUI, I set it to light blue. I had another one here that I commented out, which was basically setting color again. I want to show you how you can do a string. So on the third one, we have OnPlatform with the X key of my title, and then type arguments of X:string. And then OnPlatform, that value is going to be Android. For iOS, it'll be iOS. For Mac Catalyst, it'll be Macintosh. And for WinUI, it'll be Windows. Now we can also do that in code. So I'm going to scroll down here to the label. And this was based on the template app that we get whenever we create a new app. So I have the label here at the top that, notice for text color, I used OnPlatform yellow. That's the default. And then Android is dark green, iOS is deep pink, Mac Catalyst is medium purple, and WinUI is cadet blue. And just below that is our OnIdiom markup extension. So here I have font size, and OnIdiom, the default is 65. For phone is going to be 65. But for tablet, I make that font size larger to 120 and desktop 140. I also use OnIdiom for the image as far as the height request of 150 for a phone and 250 for a tablet, and the desktop also being 250. For our label, below the image, I used OnIdiom for the text of the label. So the default is Hello World, but for the phone, it's going to say Hello Phone, tablet, Hello Tablet, desktop, Hello Desktop. And we can do TV and watch as well. So if we're doing this for, say, the Tizen Samsung devices, we could say Hello TV, and for watch, we could say Hello Watch. For the text color, then I also used OnPlatform, again changing the color of the text to dark green, deep pink, medium purple, or cadet blue. And then finally for the button, I also changed the font size and the height request and width request using OnIdiom. So I'm going from a tablet to a phone. I'll tend to use OnIdiom a lot for the different sizes. So it doesn't look shrunk on a tablet, it expands on a tablet versus being on a phone. Well, let's take a look at this running on our different devices. Here is the Android phone. Notice that it has a dark green background, says Android, and says Hello Phone. Here then is our iPhone 14. Sizing is basically the same. They both say Hello Phone, but at the top it says iOS rather than Android. So that's coming from our OnPlatform. Hello Phone is coming from our OnIdiom. And here then is our iPad 10th generation. Notice the text is much larger for iOS, and the button is also much larger. That's using that OnIdiom sizing. It's using the OnPlatform to say iOS, and then of course for the OnIdiom it's saying Hello Tablet rather than Hello Phone. It recognizes this is a tablet versus a phone. And finally, here is our desktop Macintosh application running. So again, it says Macintosh, much larger size, larger image, and the Click Me button is also larger. And here it says Hello Desktop, coming from that idiom, recognize it's on a desktop app and not a phone or a tablet. We can also set sizes mathematically in the C# code based on the dimensions of the device as far as the height and width. That's one of the reasons I had you do that very first project, determining what is the height and width of our device, because we can use that then in modifying, contextualizing our user interface to any device. And I'll demonstrate that in a future video. If you just jumped into this video, you can see all the videos from the .NET MAUI Practicum playlist by clicking on the image in the lower right. And if you'd like to be alerted to future videos I create, you can click my picture in the top right to subscribe to the channel.